Welcome to yet another Toppers Talk series. Today we have with us Paras Kumar. He is actually one among our foundational batch students for philosophy. He has been associated with us for a long time. So Paras secured rank 269 in this year's CSE. So Paras, on behalf of Team Enlight, I would like to welcome you. Okay, so
Thanks a lot.
actually, why we conduct toppers talk is to let the future aspirants know how the topper prepared, what is the advice the topper wants to give to the others. So we hope through the discussion or the talk we are going to have for the next few minutes, for us, your advice will benefit many aspirants and it will give them beautiful insights about their preparation journey. So, Paras, I would first want you to introduce yourself. Just give a brief introduction about you.
My name is Paras Kumar, sir. I hail from a district called Baka in the state of Bihar. I have done my schooling from Baka itself. And thereafter, I did mechanical engineering from Punjab University. My UPSC optional was philosophy. This was my fourth attempt. Last year, I gave interview as well. Uh, this was my fourth attempt, and I was able to clear it with a rank of 269.
Okay. So, basically, my interaction with Paras started during the mains test series, and after that, during his interview guidance. So, I know to a certain extent what qualities Paras have, the challenges Paras have. I'm mentioning this because this is your fourth attempt. So, what challenges did you feel in your preparation journey that you feel, if corrected, can reduce the journey, UPSC journey, the number of attempts you give?
What I particularly feel is that being someone who has given fourth attempt in this examination and not that in series. I started in way back in 2019, so 5 6 years have passed. So it in a way requires a different kind of endurance from a candidate. uh, every year you have to just begin the journey afresh. So that really is challenging for anyone. uh, how I did it is because I had a good job, a decent salary. It kept me motivated in a way, and every year I try to get a notch higher, in a sense that in 2019 I was not able to clear prelims. In 2020 I cleared prelims, not able to clear mains. In 2023, which was my third attempt, I cleared prelims, mains, not interview. And in 2024 I cleared all three stages. So in a way I went a notch higher in every successive attempt, so that kept me motivated. uh, and that was it.
Okay. So, Paras, in your preparation, you mentioned you always kept one notch higher. So, this notch higher, if you want to convey in simple terms to the aspirant, what does it mean?
Simply because notch higher in a sense that I corrected my mistake in one attempt. For example, in 2019, I was not able to clear prelims. So the challenge that was before me in 2020 attempt was not to clear the examination, entire UPSC examination, but to simply clear prelims. So that I cleared in 2020. Into 2020 I was not able to clear mains. So the next challenge was clearing mains, and I cleared it in 2023. So I just rather than taking the entire examination as a challenge, I took bit steps bit by bit, and then improved myself. So that is what I want to convey by a notch higher.
Okay. So, Paras, in your prelims journey, what was the hurdle and how you overcame it?
uh, I would speak for just any candidate, because prelims has become a lot more dicey these years. Uh, I see it as a threat, simply because I mean The marks that you get in prelims is not added in your merit list preparation. It's simply there. It just acts as a filtering mechanism. You fail it or you pass it. So I consider it a threat, because you get to see candidates who have given substantial number of hours and still not being able to clear prelims. Someone who has who is a ranker and he is not able to clear prelims. So I consider it a threat to my journey, and that's why I structured the preparation, taking that thing into account. And my strategy simply was just do the previous year papers, uh, not try to uh, be bothered about how the next year question is going to be. Just do your basic stuff, just get your basic things right, do your test series rigorously, do all the previous year papers, uh, invest time into not just solving the paper but also going a bit deeper. For example, if there is an option in a MCQ, you should not be concerned just about the right option. You should also be aware about why those other three options are not correct, and what kind of questions can those options create. So simply by doing one MCQ, you can prepare for 5 6 MCQ. What usually happens, what I feel in a way is that when you get to see questions, let's say I would just give an example for, say, what was written in uh, 13th rock edict of Asoka. So for an aspirant who has just come into this journey, he would feel like, okay, this is a tough question. But you when you see the previous year papers, then you realize that questions have been asked about Asoka rock edict. Questions have been asked about where does those rock edicts are situated. So the question that you get in a paper is actually a logical progression of what has been asked in the past. So by looking a question in an isolated sense, that makes the question difficult. But when you see the logical progression that question has went, then you get to see the underlying concept that why that question has been asked.
That was very insightful, Paras. That was very insightful. It will definitely help a lot of aspirants in analyzing. So, Paras, in prelims, it's all about being objective. The answer is before you, but the real challenge comes during mains. Okay, so how was your mains journey? So, I want to break this mains journey into two. We have the GS mains, we have the essay, and later on we have the option. Okay, so about the option, you being a philosophy aspirant, kindly enrich us how your philosophy preparation went.
My optional is philosophy, and I have done mechanical engineering. So it seems uh, you know uh, situated, both these papers situated at the extreme points. uh, but I in a way feel that philosophy is quite objective in nature, more particularly as far as the questions uh, that are asked, because not many things which are unwritten in the syllabus can be asked in philosophy. So questions are quite limited in a way. And in 2019 I was not, I didn't give mains. In 2020 I gave the mains, but I was not enrolled in any coaching center. I think in 2023 I got the someone told me that ENLITE IAS is there, and I was enrolled in the course, and I did it quite rigorously. So and my marks improved. I got 219 in 2020, and I got 256 I believe in 2023 attempt. So I would say that what helps in optional like philosophy is that you need to just do those previous year paper. You need to have someone who has who can be a guide to you. For example, as far as philosophy is concerned, Mahesh sir was a great guide to me, simply because there was rigorous tests and those 30 or 40-minute discussions post test, and that helps you in filling the gaps that you have in your answers. So Enlight IAS helped me in philosophy optional part, but you need to also give your uh, uh, what you are supposed to do. For example, what I did was just read those topper answers, how they are writing, how they are formulating the sentences, how they are structuring their answers. So these are the things that you are supposed to do, and there are things that your guide or someone, the coaching, whatever you are enrolled in, they are supposed to do. If both do
together?
substantially, then certainly you would get good marks in philosophy.
What about your GS preparation?
Uh, how shall I put it? GS preparation. I liked GS preparation. That should be said at the very outset, because I believe that whatever I'm reading or whatever I'm writing is directly related to what marks I'm going to get in paper. So it was not like prelims, that even if I'm getting 120, 130, it's not going to change my result. So in GS preparation, I knew that okay, if I do this, I would my answer can fetch 0.25 marks extra. So that motivated me. My GS1 was not that strong, in a sense that the society section, I felt like uh, you cannot write uh, something very that is very definitive. You cannot write that can make your answer a bit different from others. That is not the case with GS2, because GS2 you can quote articles, you can quote schemes, you can quote, let's say, case studies. So my GS preparation was, I tried to just segment GS 1, 2, 3, 4 into sub subjects, and then have a good amount of, uh, I would say, compendium of terminologies that are required for that paper. For example, as if you ask about society questions, there are simply 50 or 60 keywords that can be used. Same is the case for all subjects, and then I would have data for those answers that can make my answer a bit different, that can add some value to my answer. And I also worked on the conclusion part, that okay, if the question is about something, let's say poverty alleviation, I can write something which
Mm.
shows uh, an optimistic path ahead. So that is what I did. And apart from this all, I rigorously did my previous year papers. I rigorously appeared in the men's test series of various institute. I was not concerned about what marks they give me. I was more concerned about what I'm, putting in those answers. How my answer is in tune with what the toppers are writing.
Okay, okay. So that was very insightful. Actually, Paras, for the last few years, the marks of aspirants in essay, okay, essay is very much different. So, can you please give few insights how your essay journey went ahead?
Uh, I mean, I'm still not able to, you know, uh, to really understand the how one should prepare for essay. For example, I gave somewhere around 10, 12. I wrote around somewhere around 20 tests, 20 essay tests, and still I got some 106 marks in 2023. And this year I didn't write any essay at all. I just remembered one thing that Mahesh sir told me, that you can get good marks in essay if you consider that that essay is part of your English compulsory paper, because you do not think that much, and that is more important. When you try to keep all strings in your hand, then things get missed. But when you just go with the flow, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I write good enough. I can write good enough, I can formulate good sentences, I mean, I can use the metaphors that are required. I can give a good amount of ornamentation in the language. I believe that these are my strength, and I should, rather than just uh, preparing for essay in a way everyone is doing, I should just keep that natural instinct alive in me. So that is what I did. I just went in the paper and just I wrote. I simply wrote, and I didn't get good marks, by the way. I got somewhere around 115, I believe. So I would say it's more than average. I would say.
Okay, so that was trusting yourself in essay preparation that worked for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Paras, when we move ahead, we see that in your interview journey, we had a few conversations on one-on-one sessions. So, basically, when we saw your mark, it was really awesome. You are one among the 200 plus, uh, 200 plus in interviews all over India.
210 to be
210,
precise.
210 to be precise. Okay, so what you did in your interview journey? Because they say attend too many mock interviews, that will help, or attending lot many one-on-one will help, and UPSC interview is a stress interview. So there are such various kinds of talk going about interview. So what's your take on UPSC interview?
I got good marks in interview. 210 is certainly something that can be said a good marks. Uh, I don't actually know what works and what doesn't work. Uh, what I did, I can really elaborate on that. I feel that you should be confident in interview, and that is a basic prerequisite. Even if you have knowledge, if even if you have got caliber and you are not able to manifest that in your words, in your action, in your attitude, that would not work for you. So one thing that I worked upon is confidence. So I was confidence in this year interview because I got 173 in last in 2023 attempt and I got 210. Second, I would say with the benefit of hindsight is that I prepared a set of questions, logical set of questions that can be asked, keeping in view my academic background, my cultural background, my job profile, and all my optional. So, what can be asked, and I prepared for it. Uh, so, it was kind of an objective, seeing the interview objectively. Third, I would say, do not trim yourself. Do not. You have to just show them what you are naturally rather than doing cosmetic changes in your attitude just to please others. If you know that okay, you are vocal, you are confident, you know your stuff, then you need to show that without arrogance certainly, and that works for you. uh, Other thing I would say, that day was for me, it was my day and it worked. So certainly there is an element of luck and uncertainty.
Okay, okay. So, Paras, what advice would you like to give to the future aspirants? Say someone wants to start preparing for UPSC. What advice would you give them?
uh, have your clearing this examination is one thing, and but you need to have you need to ask yourself that why you are entering into this quite a long enduring journey. You need to have that answer because at times you feel that okay, you are not going anywhere, you are reading so much and you are just not able to clear prelims. So you need to have that answer so that those moments of frustration which would naturally face you, you can steer around those frustrating moments. My idea was clear that I want to be a civil servant. I want to be, a stakeholder in the exciting adventure of creating a new India. So, and I belong to a state where you are nurtured your civil service dream in early years. So these, so you need to have that, that vision, that why you want to go there. And second, I would say, see the preparation in an objective way. Do not romanticize the preparation. uh, Failure is not good. So someone who is saying that you need to work, you need to give 6 attempts, 5 attempts, 4 attempts, give so many years, it is not good at all for your mental health, for your financial health, so to say. uh, so do not romanticize failure. You need to work on your preparation very objectively. If you see, for instance, that you are weak in society, you need to work in it. You need not a justification that the society question was asked in a certain way, and that's why I was not able to write it. So paper is as it is. Prelims is dicey, and that is the state of nature. You cannot do anything about it. You are not someone who is setting the paper. So just adapt with the situation that you are around. So that would be my advice. Do not fight against uh, UPSC. Better adapt what is the demand and what is being asked. That's it.
That was very insightful to hear it from you, Paras. Before winding up, one last question. How did ENLITE IAS help you?
I I would start simply by how Mahesh sir helped me, because I consider, I mean, uh, he helped me in, I would say that, because in 2023 when I was not able to clear, I mean, I missed by 13 marks, and I called him, and he motivated me, and then I gave prelims. And one thing that he told me that, okay, you need to start your journey fresh, so do not carry the baggage with you. That would keep you motivated. And apart from that, sir, Enlight has helped me in different ways, because I get to see those very insightful discussions post test, uh, those brilliantly curated notes, which not only saves your time but also uh, helps you structure your answer. Third, it also has good people who are, good aspirants in the Enlight ecosystem who can help you. So it helped me in quite many ways. And after that, it helped me in my interview program when I gave a good amount of mock test series.
It was great to know, Paras, that we were able to help you in reaching your goal, at least to a certain extent. Thank you for sharing your insights uh, with our audience. That was really great talking with you. On behalf of
Thank you.
Team Enlight, I would wish you a very successful bureaucratic journey.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Paras. Bye.
Thanks.